King of the Road Productions proudly presents a special Veterans and Visionaries edition of the Jim King of the TV show. Southeast Texas style. This week we're saluting service and spotlighting talent as we head to Jackson Hill Park Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn to catch country legend Darryl Worley live in concert. Then it's off to Honky Tonk Texas for a powerhouse performance from Glen Templeton.
Oh, you know you love her when you let her go.
You did 10 gigs opening up for the Possum.
Somewhere around there, yeah. One of the highlights of my career was being able to get on the stage with George Jones and sing Rockin' Chair.
Yeah.
With huge thanks to Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources for their incredible support. Also in this action-packed episode, a classic Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback. The Southeast Texas premiere of Jim Stanard's hot new video. Our Jackson Hill Park Marina music clip of the week direct from Nashville. And Corey Michael lights up the Royal Spotlight. Buckle up and ride shotgun. This is one unforgettable show you won't want to miss.
King of the road.
Howdy friends, and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show, your #1 destination for Southeast Texas entertainment. I'm Jim King of the Road, and you're watching the best little TV show in Texas. Don't miss Glen Templeton live in concert at Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee on Saturday, July 19th. Grab your tickets now at honkytonktexas.us or swing by the box office tonight. This month we're celebrating 2 major milestones. Next week marks the 19th anniversary of our weekly entertainment extravaganza, and on July 4th we celebrated 14 years of King's Country Internet Radio, where real country lives. Wherever your journey takes you through the East Texas Pines, don't forget to take King's Country along for the ride. Streaming 24/7 from Beaumont, Texas, we play nothing but the real deal, classic hits, and today's best country. No fluff, just the good stuff. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Tune in from your computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or through your car's Bluetooth. We're on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or stream anytime at kingscountry.net. Don't forget to catch the Jim King of the Radio show, airing weekdays at midday. And before we roll off to Jackson Hill Park Marina on Lake Sam Rayburn to visit country legend Darryl Worley, here's a quick reminder. Jackson Hill is a hidden gem in Southeast Texas with lakeside cabins, a swimming area, RV spaces, boat ramp, full bar and restaurant, and a relaxing pavilion. Plan your escape now at jacksonhill.us. Now hop in and ride shotgun as we cruise Cadillac style to beautiful Jackson Hill Park and Marina, because whether it's TV, internet radio, or social media, we are everywhere.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, to the time.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the road. I'm gonna say my worrying days are done. This looks like a good day to run. I'm tired of working every day for $1. About to choke on my own blue collar. This ain't gonna last. Misled by the grand illusion, I've come to this conclusion. I can't make a move too fast. It was written in the sky today by the morning sun. Down a 2-lane highway, it's about time that some things went my way. Throwing troubles out to the wind, and I'm praying that they never catch up again. I'm gonna say my worrying days are done. This looks like a good day to run.
I got involved in country radio about the time your career took off. I was working in Elk City, Oklahoma. Then I moved to Clear Channel in Beaumont, Texas. I was doing afternoons on the country station. I remember the first song we played of yours, it was A Good Day to Run.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, our program director, Mickey Ashworth, put that in. I thought it was a great song. And then I met you at Whiskey River shortly after that. I think you had 18 charting singles.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we played all of them. And one of the biggest country songs of all time, Have You Forgotten, came out right after 9/11. That was really like the pinnacle of your career at that point, wasn't it?
It was a big song. You know, we had a lot of other shining moments, I guess you could say, but it'd be hard to top Have You Forgotten. You know, it's been seven weeks at #1 spot on the country music chart, so I won't ever probably have anything that'll blow that away.
They say we don't realize the mess we're getting in. Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten how it felt that day to see your homeland under fire and her people blown away? Have you forgotten when those towers fell? We had neighbors still inside, going through a living hell. And you say we shouldn't worry about Bin Laden. Have you forgotten?
And I Miss My Friend. That's a tearjerker. Great song. You write all this stuff.
Yeah, but I did not write I Miss My Friend.
Okay.
That's the one really big hit that I had that I didn't write myself. It was my first #1 too.
I miss those nights. I even miss our silly fights, the making of the morning talks, and those late afternoon walks. I miss my friend, the one my heart and soul confided in, one I felt the safest with, the one who knew just what to say to make me laugh again, and let the light back in. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. Some mighty fine dancing.
This segment is sponsored by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, land clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, the Southeast Texas premiere of Jim Stanard's brand new music video, our Jackson Hill Park Marina music clip of the week, fresh from Nashville. Then take a stroll down memory lane with the classic Honky Tonk Texas fabulous Flashback. Followed by a dynamic Royal Spotlight performance from Corey Michael. But next, we're heading back to Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee for more unforgettable moments with Glen Templeton.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road. Escape to Jackson Hill Park Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park and Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin.
Well, I can attribute this one right here to all of your votes that you put in. This was the very first number 3 song that we ever had. It's my buddy over here, his favorite song, and he asked me to play it tonight, so we have applied it to our set list, ladies and gentlemen. It's a song called Let Her Go. It goes like this. The light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow. I only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. I only know you love her when you let her go. Let her go. Glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. Dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see when you close your eyes, maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. And you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
You did 10 gigs opening up for the Possum?
Somewhere around there, yeah. I got, one of the highlights of my career was being able to get on the stage with George Jones and sing Rocking Chair.
Yeah. One of the highlights of my radio career is he called me one time. He was coming to Beaumont to play with Merle Haggard, yeah.
Kicker 95.1, it's Jim King. Hello.
Jim, this is George Jones. How are you?
Hey, George, how are you, man?
Well, we're doing pretty good for an old man.
It sounded like he'd been drinking, but he told me he had quit. Nancy was with him, so...
Yeah, well, the drinking days were over. That whole Nancy, she really was a genuine great woman. I got to hang out and spend some good quality time with he and she on some of those tours, and she was just a very, very, just a classic lady.
Yeah. You know who else has done a little Conway tribute to Jeff Bates? Are you familiar with him?
Oh yeah, I'm very, very familiar with Jeff Bates. Yeah, actually, the way the family heard about me was through a song that I demoed that Jared Neiman had written and recorded and wanted me to demo. And the family heard it because the background singer that we used to sing backgrounds on the demo was married to Johnny Twitty. So they heard about me through that and set me up in just a small audition, and I went in about 3 songs later. It was 2 weeks down the road, and they called and said, hands down. So I was totally tripped out by it.
Well, welcome to Honky Tonk Texas, by God.
Yeah, by God. Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy tonight. It's the very first time here at this venue, and this is it's always a treat to get down here. You guys down here in Texas, everybody still loves traditional country music, and
that's how we roll here.
It is how you roll here, and I love to roll in.
You give me cat scratch fever. Cat scratch fever. You give me cat scratch fever. Cat scratch fever. I spent my dollar parked in a holler neath the mountain moonlight. I hold her up tight, bring a little lovin', a little her lovin' on a Mason-Dixon night. It's my life, oh so right. I Dixieland like somebody scream.
King of the road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Well, my wife's been after me for years to buy a beach house down here. You think we ought to do that? Tracy Bird's got one. That's what I hear every damn day. Man, Tracy Bird's got one. Oh, well, I told her, I said, we'll just go down there and stay at their house. That's fine. I saw a shotgun and a guitar and a 6-pack of beer. Sign on the front door said, guess who lives here?
King of the road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been? Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
Find your party with drunk barbarians. You might just want to run. It's too much fun. King of the road.
Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here. I have a special return guest. You might remember the name Jim Stanard. He's got some wonderful, very little bit comical ditties that he puts out. Great work, Americana artist, and his new song that we're about to hear is called Too Much Fun, and it is literally too much fun. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Congratulations, you've done well with this latest album, Magical, which came out in January.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think a couple of the songs, the videos have been popular, and I'm happy that the album is being received well. We've got a few. We've probably released about 2/3 of the songs as singles, so there's still a few to go. But happy so far.
I was trying to think about who you remind me of, and the name Warren Zevon came up. Werewolves of London with this Too Much Fun. Has anybody ever made that comparison to you?
Well, I take that as a huge compliment because my influences, after Bob Dylan, who's there's nobody anywhere close to him in terms of musical influence on me. He's such a giant. But of the people that I listen to all the time, Warren Zevon was one of my favorites. I got every one of his albums. I think I know every song on every album from Zevon. And I actually, really admire him as a writer. So that is a great compliment.
Well, your writing is renowned and highly acclaimed, and you're actually compared to folks like Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson. It's a wild video, kind of reminds me of some of the strange dreams that I forget about quickly once I wake up. Just so abstract and quirky. The graphic artist you hired for this did some amazing work as well.
Well, yeah, they did they took the song and just ran with it.
Yeah.
I had that music sitting around for 5 years. and I had completely different lyrics written to it, I just didn't like them well enough. I mean, it just sort of left me flat. And actually, Kip Winger, who has produced my albums, has been my mentor in the business, said he said, you got to do something with that music, because he said the music is good. One of the hooks that I had was, it was a song about Xanadu, which is, and that comes from a Coleridge poem. In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately treasure dome decree. And so I always was thinking about doing something, well, in Xanadu did Kubla Khan do something, I don't know what. And then I thought, okay, well, in the poem, he decreed a stately pleasure dome. So I said, in Xanadu did Kubla Khan say, let's have a bash, so let's have a party. Mm-hmm. And so then I just started thinking about what a party with the, Mongol...
severed head, too.
Yeah, the Mongol hordes would look like.
Here comes matinee recording artist Jim Stanard with Too Much Fun as our Jackson Hill Park Marina music clip of the week straight from Nashville.
Have a bash. Somehow I got invited, so I went back to the past. Hordes of Mongols cheered when the riders drinking beer began to brawl, playing pickup games of polo with a severed head as the ball. And you find your party in with drunk barbarians. You might just wanna run. It's too much fun. Too much fun. Then the Vikings in Valhalla asked me to come for a meal. Their mouths were dripping blood from chewing on their shields. They ravaged and they pillaged every town, every village they could find. Then passed a freshly polished skull cup, asked if I'd like some more wine. When you find your party in with drunk barbarians, you might just wanna run. It's too much fun. Much fun. I've been wanting an invitation to a bacchanal celebration, but this soiree's gotten way out of hand. They're throwing axes at the guys in the band. Much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun. Too much fun.
Escape to Jackson Hill Park Marina at Lake Sam Rayburn. Your lakeside paradise awaits. Enjoy premier boating, fishing, and picturesque views. Then unwind in our cozy cabins and savor delicious dishes at our on-site restaurant with full bar. Plus, join us for periodic special concert events where live music brings our community together under the stars. Create unforgettable memories at Jackson Hill Park Marina. Visit us today and let your adventure begin. Up next, Corey Michael takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight.
King of the road. Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, but you got the money.
At Texas Construction Resources, our main line of work, residential house pads and ponds, crushed concrete laydown yards, demolition work, land clearing, and anything that we can push as far as dirt, site prep, that's going to be our main focus.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Here's singer-songwriter Corey Michael with a heartfelt tribute to the victims of last week's devastating floods in central Texas.
Watching it all play out on the evening news. The everyday people risk their lives for me and you. It's amazing how we all come together in our time of need. But now it's gonna take some time to heal. But Texas strong and resilient to face the force of the rising tide. Yeah, the rain may wash away our spirit, oh Lord, but it won't wash away our pride. Yeah. Texas strong and resilient to face the force of the rising tide. The rain may wash away our spirit, oh Lord, but it won't wash away our pride. Wash away our pride. Yeah, wash away our pride.